Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's War in the East. This is a special bonus episode brought to you by my Patreon supporter Tomislav Schlin. If you would like to see additional content as well, head out to patreon.com, see which level of support suits you. And with that said, let's continue. I was busy reorganizing as usual during all these turns. Let's continue. I was busy with the 9th Army here, so let's go there. Also, I want to take a look at some of these. Seems like I finally get the 254th back in decent shape. That's great. So, a bunch of these guys. There must be heavy mod there, light mod only. Of these panzers are still damaged, which means that you can't use them. Yeah, that pretty much sucks. These guys have also been refitting for a while. I moved them to the side of Orel because I also want to get at least 4th Panzer up there. And now that 254th is ready, they'll move up from here as well. Is there heavy mud? Yes, there is. And these guys don't need to reorganize, etc., because they're already doing pretty well. 18,800 men. That's really high up in the TOE department. Pretty crazy if you ask me. But I'm not attacking there. At any rate, all of these guys still refitting. I'll get the 88th here too. These guys still have a ways to go. I mean, I'm happy with the additional reinforcements. That's for sure, but I mean, I'm gonna get 17th out of there. Come on. Let's refit. These guys are doing well enough. Should be going down. Or I'm gonna redesignate them. The thing is that the 4th Army can get another corps here. 13th is gonna get onto the 4th Army. I should be getting them in Orel, but I have so many armored, or so many of those guys in there. The tricky part about all of this is that I actually don't have enough armies. And third motorized is on the train. Why they're in Zukinishki is beyond me. They're at 87%. I'll get them around Kaluga. I mean, I will have a force moving down from Kaluga over onto that side, so that's kind of the way I want to deal with things. And then I'll probably get like 10th motorized out. These guys are 30,000. Getting 10th motorized out after these guys will offload, send them down to Kaluga as well for that pincer movement coming from there. They're probably in heavy mod. Please tell me it's heavy mod. Yeah, okay. I'll keep them on refit though. Anyway, that's there. These guys don't. Yeah, they're quite good here. Fine. Let's get out the 5th Mountain Division. I actually want to send them down as well because they're gonna head to the Caucasus, as it is. And this is the 27th Corps. You'll be put under the OKH. I'll send them to Suganishki for now for refitting first, and they're gonna go. Yeah, that's also heavy mud. I would like to shorten the line here too. That would really help, but then I kind of need to beat that. It's okay currently, but it's not looking really all that nice. Okay. You should be under the 8th core. 8th core. 8th. 8th. That's looking decent. It's still a bit of a problem because they're overburdened, but oh well. Eighth Panzer Division. I have a lot of panzers which are still damaged, but let's take those out too. For all intents and purposes, I'll probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Wietersheim take at least some of those forces there because I need an additional 2 panzers to go under the 47 motorized corps under Wattenegering there, so that they can strike pretty well over to that section. It's kind of the plan. Now, I'll reorganize these for a little bit, because these, it's gonna have to be switched up. So, you are there, and then the 42nd Corps is gonna need to take a few more things here. Okay, I have to do it a bit differently in order to make sure that all of my units are okay. You know, these are heavily overburdened now, but 42nd, 42nd, they're still at 10, so I'm gonna change this up again on the next turn, but I'm gonna send these down. I don't need them here anyway. Okay, that's looking good. I do have this motorized corps under Reinhardt, and they have they have 2 panzer divisions, 2 motorized divisions. It's not too bad. Second Army can definitely take a lot more. Currently, Second Army is based there. I would rather say it would make a lot more sense to have Second Army go down to Oboyan. Have this move into Kursk. This corps has nothing, but it does have a lot of support units, whereas the 55th... Okay, they also have a lot. First things first. I'm gonna put the 12th Corps under the 2nd Army. Because I'm gonna pump the 2nd Panzer Army just a little bit more here. These guys are okay, 26 out of 27, and they do have this unit here as well. So now I can replace the 8th SS Cavalry, which is at 53. They're slightly overburdened. And these do look somewhat powerful, but I'm gonna put them under the 2nd Army for the moment. Have them refit. You should not go down. Let's see. Bam, bam, bam. Then you should be put under the 6th. There we go. And this HQ as it is should also... So where else? You're at 90%. All right. 53rd Corps has nothing. Probably does not need anything. At this point, I might get the 53rd Corps under the 2nd Panzer Army and let them take a bunch of infantry if I get them, but we'll see how that goes. So this motorized corps has only 4th Panzer. Right, I think rather than what I will do, I'll put all of this under the 24th Motorized Corps, is it? Yeah, 24th, and then I'll just get rid of these. Because I don't really need it, and I will likely need the 24th Motorized Corps. They could take 12 units, so overall, I think they'll be fine. Alright. And I'm just going to put it here, but I'm going to rail that out. So they have a reasonable amount of stuff. Let's put them in there so they can help with the supplies. It's not that necessary. Bam. That's the light division. This cavalry brigade, I'll move it. Heh. Guess close to Kursk for some refit. That's okay. The only thing that I have on the line now is the 1st Slovakian Mobile Division, which, you know, as great as that is, it can easily hold the line there as with that. I already took care of the 6th Army there. Alright. Further down. This is light mud, and these units are really weak. So there's no way I should be holding that through that way. Things are a bit of a mess. down here. And I'll get rid of the cavalry easy enough. 6,000 men. Yeah, it's no surprise that they got beaten back. I'll plug it with Großdeutschland. When are they getting out anyway? Doesn't say anything about that. How about their TOE? Because they'll change from this... Oh, in 0 turns? That's interesting. They'll just do that on the map. It's impressive. These units are so terribly weak, it's insane. It's no wonder I couldn't hold. But the fact that they put 2 rifle divisions in there is also quite rough. Most of these elements are most likely damaged, so I don't see them attacking. This is ridiculous. Romanian Pioneer Battalion. Where'd they get that from? OKH. Okay. This is gonna be bad. Yeah. I think most of the Italians here are doing fine. 6,000. Do I have any number of troops here that is doing reasonably well? They did go down to 1. So I'll make sure that all my stacks of Italians are in the same place. And I'll put all of these on the OKH for the moment. And the thing about this is just that, yeah, they're a bit too weak for my taste, although these together are doing reasonably fine. Now, what I'm gonna do is have these two refit there. 7 Mountain will refit there. 17th Army is here. 8, 8, and okay, so they only have 2 core at the moment. I'll have the Romanians recovered there, and then I'll send 2nd Panzer over there to refit in that area. The same will go for Totenkopf. Basically, I want all those armored units in that area, and the Romanians down here. Except for, I guess, those. All of these under the 3rd Romanian Corps. So that's just all the 3rd Romanian Corps is gonna... Oh, what? Why? They will refit over there. Well, the last one is pretty interesting, because I'm actually a bit surprised. They did not hold there, but I'll cross the river. That should make things a little bit easier. We'll see whether they get to bounce them back. They might not. I'm just looking to see whether I can get further down at this point anyway. With all that light mud stuff, things are not going to be easy for those guys regardless, but whatever. Let's move you closer to Taganrog. Okay. I do want to have the cavalry... Well... Do I have another HQ here somewhere? Because with just 2 HQs for the Romanians, I'd feel very light on it. Let's see if I can fetch me another one. Because I do have the 2nd Romanian Corps around here. And this Romanian corps around here. These are already on the army group Antonescu. And I have 3 here, but they are all needed up here. Ah. 5th Romanian Corps has only this. Put you under the 11th. Put you under the 11th. Obviously not all of them are doing well, but now the 5th Romanian Corps can move up. You can let them continue along there too. These Romanians are seriously beefed up, which is pretty nice. They can't cross the Tuman Peninsula now. I'm quite sure they'll have units there, but we'll see. All of these need to be on a refit. You're on the train, and there's that. Then I'll put all of these on the the Cavalry Romanian Corps. Right, how much do you have? 10 and 9. Well, this is the 3rd. I have the Mountain Romanian Corps here too. Let's put all of these under the 3rd Romanian Army. You. Sweet, because I would rather... Oh. The thing is, they are 3,000, these guys are 7,000. I think even ultimately they would be better there than this. That's a 3. It's looking to me a lot better than what we had before, and then I'll put these guys under Army Group Antonescu. Okay. So now we've done that. The Italians and the Romanians are on pretty good refits there. These guys and these guys are doing their duty. Which leaves me with the rest of these. And 17th Army to deal with. We'll do that so that the Nordes's Mountain Division can also keep moving. These are both needed on refit, and I have the 52nd, 51st. These guys are still so poor that they need that. I have a lot of units of the 17th Army currently on refit. But the same will apply for the 1st Panzer Army, of course. I already have way too many units that are... now having to deal with this stuff. Unit with 6,000 men, that's not particularly great either. Thing is though that Totenkopf is marginally okay. So I'd rather move these guys and just really work on those things. Okay, I have over here the 168th, 8,000 men, starved and exhausted, but they're moving along the line over here. Ground clear. Crap. This is the 34th Corps. I mean, I have no choice but to reinforce these this way. And I'll actually get them out of there. Move them into Rostov for refitting. Like, come on, 25%. That's an absolute disaster. $55. Let's just put them in here for refitting. Okay. Refit, refit, refit. Refit. So now it's still a huge mess. All the units which are on recovery should be under the 1st Panzer Army, I think. So that the units at the front can be under an actual HQ. And there is one motorized corps, the 3rd. You should be under it. You should be under it. I'll give these guys some additional flak. Just to beef them up very slightly. That's that. And you should be in the 1st Panzer Army. Also refitting. keep clicking wrong. It's very annoying. Alright, that's fine. I'll keep that like that. Alright. Let's hope that with this we've stabilized that area and things are okay now. And I'm just scouring the area. I know I still have 2 units that move by rail. I'll move both of them south. Anything else that needs to be pulled off of the rail? This unit is in decent shape, but I'd like to... Oh, it's already at 93. These... What kind of 2E do they have? What the heck? '93 out of 98. But then I'm missing over 5,000 men. Mostly support. Huh. Never mind that. Let's take a look at these. Balkans 102, Italy 104, Africa 115, Garrison 102, Finland 103, Norway 101. Western Europe is too little. What do we have in the reserve here? Let's send 13th Panzer to Western Europe. PAOK Storm Infantry Battalion. Okay. Get some of these Stuks, transfer them to the map. Basically just look for anything above 90. Especially in support units, I just transfer that. That's some heavy howitzers. I don't think these will be produced for a while. But okay. Alright, that's it. I'll ship it back. Once again. I was able to quickly zoom in. Just, oh wow. That's not mud. That is actual clear terrain. Oh snap. Seems like we're in for some action, especially around Chula too. So next turn finally is going to be exciting. Alright. I'm looking forward to it. German army back in action once again. Let's go. I wonder what the Russians will do here as well, because with that ground being entirely clear. Yeah, sure. I wonder how much they are going to try and attack. I have 0 defensive positions in a lot of places there. I'm actually surprised they're not bombing that much. But that's fine. I will have to do aerial reorganization on the next turn too then, because indeed, if the weather is good now, I also need my bombers there. I need to reorganize my fighters. We'll have a lot of things going on. This does not look very amazing, based on what we see here, but okay. What the heck is going on? 5,000 men. Well, I guess I understand at that point. Another 16 tanks. That will lose, yeah, obviously. Things are going really poorly for me here, actually, on this turn. I'm not pleased. Got kicked out of Morzhaisk. My units just all together look very weak everywhere. Like, what is this? It's just garbage. You two. They can crush me across the river. I'll be happy to go into offensive here and smash a couple of Soviet lines, and then hopefully that will stop them from seriously attacking. If I get a bunch of their forces encircled, get the Soviets on the move. Because my defensive lines are a joke. I guess they were gonna get Morzhaisk eventually, but I'm still a bit disappointed. That they did get it. I'm wondering now if that was actually it. No. The Russians have a lot of troops around that area too, so I would be quite pleased to encircle whatever force I can find there. The interesting thing here is that my defenses are actually worse now that there is no more rain. Since I have such low fort levels everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Ugh. Holy crap. I wonder what they did to these there. That's so weird looking. Can we just be done with this? They're really trashing through these lines here like it's candy. No. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen this turn. I saw those attacks and was like, they're not gonna hold this turn. In that hex, pretty clearly. Please neither. Nope. Please neither. Yep. Although I am shocked that they did it with so little men in the end. Man, fuck this turn. So because the Soviets get the first good weather turn. It's kind of sucky. Who gave them the right to do that? Not just that, we also have to go through half an hour of mostly useless attacks. Oh, not fail. At least not yet. I have to say that I'm actually fairly disappointed with the way things have turned out so far. My forces aren't nearly half as strong as I'd want them to be. The Soviets are seriously pushing me back in places where I did not think that they would be capable of doing so with the forces that they have. Like here. I just find that their combat value is exceptionally high. But and my defense really low, like for whatever reason. Like here, I feel like I should have been able to hold even, but whatever. Here, I was really hoping they'd be done. But they are seemingly now, so that's okay. Alright, it's payback time. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I need to reduce the amount of Soviet forces by quite a bit in order to make sure that they are not attacking me as heavily anymore. It's also a shame I had to give up this rail line to Torzhok. I would really like to redo that. Kalinin is in a terrible place when it comes to supplies, actually. At least from the German side. You cannot get a rail there unless you get some significant additional terrain. You either need to take either Moscow, or you need to get all of this territory up here. Because there's no rail line from Kalinin to Torzhok or Rzhev. Like that, there's no rail line from Torzhok to Kalinin is also a bit of a logistical disaster or nightmare from the German perspective. It means that even if you do capture Torzhok, that you're still in a bad supply situation to Kalinin. Like at least you have the Rzhev-Torzhok rail line, but then this is clearly no good. RAF raids. By early spring of 1942, larger-sized raids, 1,000 bombers per raid, started being conducted over Germany and other Axis territory. During this year, bombing strategies and tactics started evolving, including changes such as the Area Bombing Directive, the Bomber Stream, and the Master Bomber Tactic. An increasing amount of new bombing systems, ordnance, and aircraft are incorporated into the bombing campaign. Among those are the G radio navigation system, the 8000 LB blockbuster bomb, and B-17 aircraft. Target manpower, damage 40, radius 50, rates 1. We also get a security division and 2 infantry divisions. Over there. All right. Things are interesting indeed. I don't get why they would use such weak forces in such a location. But whatever. Yeah, I'll see what I'll be capable of doing here. Thanks for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed it more than I did. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.